Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, so that's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole nother
think so?
I think.
First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for listening. Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. Here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys. We ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I cannot thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. But hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy. One-on-one question of the day, and it's not even a question of the day. It's time to break down what we are going to talk about, and the question or the title for today is Dirty Mackin. Mm-hmm. Let me explain to you. This is the thing. People don't really understand what Dirty Mackin is. Mm-hmm. Oh, can you pull that off? My bad. Yeah, thank you. People really don't understand what Dirty Mackin is. Dirty Mackin is where you use someone else's faults to
boost yourself,
boost your ego, boost your
value, how you look to the female.
100% to the opposite sex, and or same sex, whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing. So let me explain something to you. Dirty Mackin is you're talking to a girl and she's interested in she's telling you about another guy, even though you're interested in her. You go, oh, you got like 4 baby mamas, right?
Okay, so these are some of the quotes, some of the phrases that a girl should pay attention to. 100%. And then Dirty Mackin.
That's Dirty Mackin.
Oh, he has.
Yeah, like he has a kid, right? Like wait, why are you giving her information about another guy? Like, and it's not even like he's a great guy. No, you're giving her bad information to lower his level in her eyes, where she may have seen him as an 8, where now he's a 6.
Okay, it's not bad information in the sense that it's a lie, but it's information that you didn't.
She didn't need to know.
She didn't need to know from you.
Exactly.
She didn't need to know that from you.
Yeah, absolutely not. Oh, yeah, he works part time, right? He ain't. He don't have a car, right? I'm like, that's Dirty Mackin. And see, this is the problem, Coy. And this is the problem with Dirty Mackin. What some people fail to realize, 9 times out of 10, the person Dirty Mackin has no game. Mm-hmm. He cannot carry a conversation.
Strategy.
Yeah, because he can't carry a conversation. He can't take this all the way to the finish line by himself. Mm-hmm. So he has to put down another man in order to help his situation grow and escalate and do the things he needs to do to get in the situation. Right. Technically, it's snake-like tendencies.
It is.
But some women won't even see that. And it's like, ladies, if you hear a guy start talking bad about another guy,
that's already a flag.
That should be a flag already.
It is.
Like, why would you even sit there knowingly like, oh, okay, this is what this guy does for a living probably? Like, that means he has nothing else to talk about.
Right.
If you have to dumb down someone else to make yourself look better, how much better you really are if you have to keep bringing this guy to the ground?
I'm always reminded of, we listen to Joe Rogan podcast.
100%.
He always talks about the comedian life back then, when they would always try to put each other down because they didn't think it would mess up my work, my business, right? But now it's like more of a community where there's enough pieces of the pie for everybody, so everybody builds themselves up.
Go ahead.
That's comedy. That's a form of business. It changed over the years. With guys, it's always going to be like this. till the end of time, because you think, especially if you want that girl,
100%, 100%.
and she's only one person. There's only one of her. She's not sharing with anybody.
Absolutely.
You don't want to share with anybody. You're gonna. I don't want to say naturally bring it down, because we don't know guys that do this. Like we might have known in the past guys
100%, 100%.
But at the same time, it's like it's not something we would do.
I could call somebody right now. We knew some dirty Mackers. Like we knew. Like
is this a dirty Mac phrase? I mean, he does that.
Yeah,
is that one?
That's a dirty Mac phrase. Doesn't matter. He talks to a lot of women.
And you were the first one to tell me about the phrase "dirty Mac." I've always known about it. I just didn't know there was a term for it.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Right? And now that you know, it's something that you are glad you didn't do naturally.
I never done. No, because I'm never trying to put someone else down to make myself look good.
And if the stuff that you're saying is true about the guy, it'll come out eventually, 100%. Or you don't need to say anything.
It's always going to be a bucket.
It'll always come out. You don't need to bring it out of the guy.
Yeah. Trust me. Like they always said, everybody saw when they say everybody's solid, and then they say, well, ice is solid too till you put some heat on it. Mm-hmm. And that's why I said, hey, let me explain something to you. I feel like, and no offense, I trust me, and I'll state this for the record. I know there's a lot of people dirty macking on. A lot of people dirty macking on 100%, and that's okay. That's okay. Hey, you know why? Because it's gonna do one or two things. It's gonna thin the herd. If you're gonna be able to believe everything else everybody else says,
right?
Or you're gonna hear it from the horse's mouth.
Because if you're the girl that believes it anyways, she wasn't worth it to you.
100%, 100%. And then there's the women that are like, I'll go find out. I'll go find out. You want to know why? Because of the fact that, like, trust me, and man, me and my boy Tay have been like me and him used to go back and forth and telling each other stories on who was dirty macking on us. Like, oh,
you told me stories too, and I was like, damn.
And it's like, I was like, dog, come on, man. Like, y'all really still doing this? To me, like, dog, like, you have nothing to gain. You got a whole ass family. Like, why are you over here? Like, when they say when the hating don't work, they start telling lies. Mm-hmm. When the hating don't work, they start telling lies. And it's like,
go to the backup plan.
I mean, like that, like you don't have to, like, you don't need to impress her. Just be yourself. Like, you know how people said, like, Doc, there's one of you.
Right.
Just be you. Don't be anybody else but yourself. Like that, because of the fact that you over here putting someone else down, like that, like
it's not good. It's not good in life. It's not good in business.
It's not good in anything.
For karma. It's not good for
100% not. If I know you were dirty Mac, I'd never bring you around anything. Like, I can't put you in a situation that I could trust you're going to be solid.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, it was like, oh, yeah, he talks to a lot of women, right? And I'm like, that to this day, like that, like if like the stuff that men I have heard said about me and this and the third, he don't really.
But I think it goes.
One guy said, he really don't sound like that, right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was like,
that's the auto tune.
I was like, bro, like, why would you even tell a girl that he don't sound like that? What does that matter?
But like girls that we talk to at our age level, if they're dumb enough to fall for that stuff,
100%,
without finding out themselves,
that's on your fault.
Them,
That's
like
that's a bucket. That's on your fault. Not even that. It's like, what was another one? Damn. It was just. Fuck, I can't even remember.
He lives with his mom, right?
Oh yeah, he's been, that car has a lot of miles on it. I'm like that, like.
He does drugs, right?
Yeah, he still works.
He's at
the
club every weekend.
Yeah, he's at the club every week.
Okay, is this a form of dirty macking? Is white knighting a form of dirty macking where you're saving the day? It's not your business, but you're stepping in to put in your 2 cents.
No.
Is that a form of?
100%. 2 cents is not needed. Okay, but let me help you out now. Let's people want to know where the fine line of dirty macking is. If she's with a cheater and she caught him cheating,
okay,
and she comes to you and says, I caught him cheating, this, that, third, you could say, I'm so sorry. Then there's the dirty macking is out the window.
Because
there is
what's
no
done
dirty
is
macking.
done.
Yeah, because
the dirty macking's already been.
Yeah, you already dirty.
Yeah.
So now it just turns into macking. Oh man, I'd never do that to you. That's not dirty macking because you got caught. Like you
is that okay? Would you throw that in though?
Would I do it?
Not just. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry, but I would never do that to you. Is that
first of all,
on limits.
First of all, yeah, you should never say I would never do that to you. You should a woman of yours like something like like damn, I'm sorry, like I can't even believe that happened to you. Like damn, no one should go through this.
Yeah,
because in essence, no one should go through that.
Right.
But it's just like guys that like some guys. My thing is some guys don't do flowers. Cool. You can say, "Oh, I buy you flowers every week." That's dirty macking. Just because he doesn't do flowers does not mean he's a bad guy.
Right.
That's just not in his nature.
Yeah.
That's not in his, that's not what he does.
You're trying to make a play out of nothing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You can't, you can't do that. Or, man, have you ever been in his house? He ain't got no food. Like, that's dirty macking. That's dirty macking. No, bro. Man. Like, I always look at situations and I always tell people, like, look, if you are who you say you are, there is men behind your back dirty macking you. First of all, let me explain something to you. A lot of guys, I would say, and we should call KP on this because he would have good insight, and CJ and a couple other guys, but there's a lot of guys that have no game and they use that as game. Oh man, he's just, oh my god,
using the other players' playbook against him.
100%. Or they try to, or what I also do consider dirty macking, and we'll bring this up, is using someone else's shine as their own.
Okay, how so?
Can't do that. I'll use me for example because I hate using other people. My boy Chris. Wait a minute. We are not boys.
Oh, that?
Yeah. We are not boys. You can't say that. You cannot say that. You cannot say my boy Chris. That is not an intro. Like, guys, you guys cannot do this. You want to know why? Because these girls come to me and I'm going to out you. It's going to be fourth and out.
Be honest, like
it's going to be 4th and 10, and I'm gonna throw it.
You said you guys did two tours in Afghanistan.
I didn't do that. That I don't say. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. You listen to the podcast. Yeah, that's my boy. No, we are not boys. Don't do that because they're gonna immediately come and ask me about you. And what I have to say is not dirty macking because I didn't invite you into the conversation. You invited me.
If I met a girl that knew you, I'd be like, yeah, I know Chris.
Yeah, but nah, that's different. We got a dub of friendship. I kind of know Chris. We got a dub of friendship. I'm talking about people I'm talking about some people that have known me for 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Oh, that's my boy. We've never even hung out.
Yeah.
We've never even
go back
hung
like
yeah, we've never even hung
peaches and her.
Don't use my shine to get somewhere when you know what I'm saying when you're doing what do you call it dirtbag shit.
Mm-hmm. I just come from a philosophy where things will play out the way they're supposed to, and it's like it goes back to my beliefs of I don't like to manipulate things to try to make things happen because if you're trying to manipulate and force, it'll come out wrong and it won't work out naturally. Like if you're dirty macking to bring a guy down to get that girl, I promise you won't get that girl.
And if you do, it won't last long.
Correct.
I've never I've always, and thankfully I've hung out with guys that were witty and funny and I always tell people, I was like, Doug, one of my boys, heavier set, but mouthpiece, this guy got game, and I'm talking about Steph Curry. Like it's just because he's, I always tell people, social media let guys not rely on their personality. True. You can't, that I'm trying to tell you. That's when you can tell the weirdos and the awkward guys,
And just for a disclaimer, social media also help the girls do that too, but they've never had to have a mouthpiece.
No,
for a guy at least.
Yeah,
for the typical guy who's like only care about your your ass, tits,
Yeah.
your looks.
Yeah.
It's all the same to them.
Yeah.
But the other way around, yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
they girl get him out on a date. That he was like a doornail.
Like a cardboard. Like
Yeah, that when and it's different when you get like I said, I can meet Becky, the PTA mom, out while we're grabbing beers. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna talk to everybody.
Right.
I'm friendly. It's in my personality. It's in my nature. I can carry a 2-hour conversation. Yeah. No offense. You went to the Rams game? Who'd you sit next to? Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy.
Yeah,
Nancy.
She was 80.
She was at least in her 60s with a cane. But you boys trying to secure those tickets.
Coy, come on. Coy, but do you see what I'm saying? You were able to carry a casual conversation just just having make friends. Gave her your number. Hey, if you have an extra ticket,
you know me for a long time. Yeah. I can go fine just not speaking to anybody.
100%.
Because you don't care. I don't care, and I probably won't know you anyway, so I don't need. But like, if I have to turn on the charm or turn it on, I can turn it on. I can fake the funk,
Yeah, you can have a good time. It doesn't matter.
I've been out with a girl where I didn't find her very attractive when we went out, but it's okay. I didn't want to make her feel bad. We can talk for a few hours,
hang out a few hours, have a couple drinks, and call it a day. Right. Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But the awkward guy that's only been in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third, and that's, he has his looks. Yeah, cool. Looks will get you to the door.
Just got to take it home.
The Dirty Mackin may, if she fall for it, it'll get you inside once. But
we should have called some guys and be like, hey, what's your best Dirty Mac strategy if you had one?
I don't think any guy has a Dirty Macking strategy, or I hope not.
It's only to bring the guy down,
Doc, I think that... I mean, I know plenty of guys to tap into, and it's just like, come on, man. Like,
do you think they do it on purpose? They know, or they're just so selfish?
The Dirty Mac? Yeah, no, 100%.
They're just trying to get it for themselves.
Because that's their yeah, that's their MO.
Their only edge they have.
Yeah, that's their play. Like, I'll just tell her this, and then
So even if the girl's talking about a guy that she likes and he's a great guy, they'll still try to find.
I've had I'll tell you this. This was back in like.
High school?
No, when we turned 21, 22, and we were hitting the bars heavy.
Okay.
And we used to go out deep, 30 people deep, it'd be me, you,
too many.
Yeah, too many. It'd be like 5 guys and 20 women. And one time one of the guys came out with us, and he wasn't regular, but it was what it was. And she was like, "Oh, have you seen Chris?" He was like, "Oh, he's probably talking to a bunch of girls. He usually does that."
Oh, God.
And then so when she found, she's like, "Oh, yeah, he said you talk to a lot of women around." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "I was in the bathroom. I'm like, what are you talking about?" Like,
come on, man.
It's like, I know, I just found it strange he would say that. I was just
so even if he is, what should be, if you're giving advice to a guy, even if he is doing something dirty, and she asks you, what do you say? You don't know?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Doug, let me explain something too. I'm not going to put another man down to one-up him in a situation.
And hopefully.
And 9 times out of 10, we're not trying to get the same girl. Okay?
Yeah.
And 10 out of 10 times, if you're on her, trust me, there's fucking 100 other women out there that I'm cool like that. Yeah.
And hopefully, if there's guys listening out here and they were doing it but didn't know they were doing it, please don't. Yeah, and hopefully, if there's girls out here that guys have done it to, they understand.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Any man that has to put another man down to make himself look better, that's dirty, man.
Correct.
If you're calling a friend to console you and this, that, and the third, or a guy to console you, and you're telling him what you did and this, he did and this, that, and the third, and he's like, "Damn, I'm sorry, that sucks. That shouldn't have happened to you. You're a great person," and you really are a great person. Yeah. That's not fucking dirty macking.
It's not.
He's being genuine and telling you the things. Maybe the extra.
Maybe bringing your spirit up that you need.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, like, man.
But yeah, hey, dog, Dirty Mackin is at an all-time high because guys are corny right now out here in the streets, and they are all trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me explain something to you. All of my boys that I roll with have got Dirty Macked on.
Yeah.
I know that hundo. 1000% fact. And maybe next time when we have a guys' night in, we'll talk about the Dirty Mackin and bring all this stuff up. And
do you think it's more of the younger generation because like what we talked
about?
No.
But
hold on. Remember that that meme that I sent that said in the early to mid 2000s, clubbing was peak because we went out, we danced.
Bro,
we had to talk to girls. We had to come up to them instead of just sitting there on our phones at the table. So our communication skills, I feel, were better. But now it's like, what is the communication skills with the younger people?
Doug, there is none. Like, I don't think they have communication skills.
Do you think bringing down their fellow mates is part of the norm?
Yeah,
now?
I think it's the only way. I think that's the only way for them to get an in. Like they don't know how to start a conversation. They don't know how to, like I remember you said something like you saw a guy try to walk up and talk to a girl at a bar, and I remember you said
was that the gym or.
I don't no at the bar, and you said you were like, oh, I would never have started a conversation like that. You would have started a conversation.
Probably said something like
you said something super witty, and I was damn, that's good.
I don't remember what I said, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was super witty, and I was like, damn, I gotta try that one, But it was just like an icebreaker to open a conversation, and
you have to be opportunist, but not in a bad way. Like what's something that just happened, the girl's gonna remember. Yeah, you can kind of play that in your favor as funny.
Yeah, remember we went out. Your brother and his wife could go out for a day trip to Vegas, and we met him out there, and then we went downstairs to the pool. And remember, we sat there and got around the drinks, and we were drinking. And remember, we saw those group of girls by the pool, and it was like, it looked like a pack of hyenas came up after them, and it was like 6 guys crowded around 3 girls, and it just looked like wolves in the den. And I was just like, wow. And one of the girls saw me like laughing and behind her. And when the guys left, she was like, come here. And I was like, what's I was like, that I just told her, I was like, that shit was insane. I thought I saw sharks that smelled blood in the water.
2-1.
It was like 3-1. It was just like,
I was like,
dog, and I was like, dog, y'all can't even get in the pool. They had shorts on with sneakers still on, this, that, and the third. It just looked crazy. And, once again, me and her started talking, this, that, and third, I always tell people, whenever I talk to anybody, and that goes to guys included, I jump into a spiel about the podcast and this, that, and the third, because they'll see the logo on me and whatnot, and they're asking, and we go down this spiel, and everybody's like, oh, that's how it happens.
And girls are always going to be like, yeah, you're damn right, men don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And then I tell them, they're like, oh, wow, that's kind of catchy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to help guys get it.
Right.
Get to, relationships and stuff like that. And I just...
Hopefully this helps right now. Like, guys that are doing it, please
attention. Stop. Yeah. Just be witty. Be yourself. Be, I just, like, I always wonder. I was like, could me and you be in a guy's ear and get him through the talking, like on a date, help him make it through the date that normally doesn't say too much? Because I feel like I'm going to say it's 80-20 right now. 80% personality, 20% looks.
Yeah. For a guy.
Yeah.
For a guy.
Yeah, for a girl looking for a guy.
Okay.
I want to say it's the 80-20 rule. Maybe I'll even do 75-25. 75-25. Because the attraction still has to be there with that 25%.
Because girls have dealt with their share of good-looking dudes that are shit.
100% all
the
time.
They're willing to budge and negotiate the bar.
Absolutely.
Especially if you win them over personality.
Yeah, y'all laughing, y'all having a good time, y'all catching a vibe. Yeah. Y'all like the same things, y'all on the same page, yada, yada, yada. Y'all are building together, this, that, and the third. Like, it's going to naturally grow. And, that's what it's about. That's why I said, like, that. If me and you could be in a guy's ear while he's on a date that can't get over that first date.
You think you could do that? Hold on. You could coach 2 strangers, or you got to coach and know the dynamic of how they are first. And
you mean the girl and the guy?
Yeah.
No, like I felt like if a guy was on a first date with a girl, we could coach him through the first date.
If you didn't know both parties?
We didn't even need to know both
What do you
parties.
think's easier? To know the girl's characteristic of personality?
Yeah, 100%. But I think that's, I can kind of figure that out within the first 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just on key questions and knowing and just just on, I think just on the personalities that me and you both have, like you'll start catching on to little tidbits, words, what she does. Like, I feel like, dating is like a poker game.
It is.
Like the tells, this, that, and third. When you catch her, she twists her hair. She makes that smirk.
Yeah.
She wants to do another round of, drinks. And, y'all been at the table 35 minutes, haven't even ordered a thing. You could pick up on signs, cues, stuff like that, where you're like, okay, like, damn, okay, this is going well. Like, that's why I always tell guys, like, if it's going well, just figure out how not to fuck it up.
Exactly. Don't. If
That's
it's going
it.
good, just
That's
let it flow. It's going
Rule number
good.
one, never sit at the bar. You don't want Mr. Steal Your Girl hitting on her while you're at the bathroom. Like,
your boy dancing when Hitch told him not to dance.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want Mr. Steal Your Girl at the bar. Get a table, make sure, you pick your spots, Like KYP, know your personnel. Know what you're...
Be confident what you're doing.
100%.
Order correctly.
100%. Like if you know what restaurant you're going to, review the menu. Help yourself.
And don't order anything big and sloppy and full.
Yeah, dog. And then pay attention. You can find out who the Dirty Macker is. Even when you're...
Ladies, if any of the guys use those phrases we talked about earlier, they are Dirty Mackin. Stay away.
All right, man. Let's get up out of here. As always, thank you for listening. Whether you're listening to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Pandora, you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app. I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always. Hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at MenDon'tKnow.com, or hop on the MenDon'tKnow.com website and shoot me a message. Oh my God, we are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's like I'm married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
I look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think
subject.
so?
I think